Hey guys, Lytane here, and I just want you guys to know that I have other hobbies than just doing YouTube. I like to do things like stuff and other things. One of those such things is I like to paint miniatures. So you know those little toys and stuff that you get for Warhammer, or in some board games you get little miniatures. I like to get board games with miniatures because I like painting them. So this is an episode called From Plastic to Paint, so where I'm going to go through an entire process of my painting things. I'm going to be using pictures because I didn't film it as it's just a trial, where I went through from the very start of painting process all the way to the end, so you can follow along. So yeah, enjoy. I'm going to be doing a painting project from the board game Gloomhaven, which is sort of like a D&D in a box game where you get to unlock all different characters. There's a legacy aspect to it as well, which is really fun, and I'm having a super big blast playing it. And this is the mini that I'll be painting today. She is a Volrath Sunkeeper. She is like this super cool badass paladin sort of lady who has super black eyes, and she's really cool. She has a whole backstory and everything like that, and here's her artwork compared to her, so you can sort of see where they were going with the miniature and what I hope to accomplish. I like to use the Citadel Skull White primer because I like to paint a lot of light colors, and if I'm painting on a black primer, it's really difficult to get the colors to really be bright and shiny. Also, this is going to be a bit taboo, but I don't really like using Games Workshop's Reaper or Vallejo paints. I find them too thin and a little bit aggravating to use, especially if I want to get a specific color or specific thickness on something. What I do use is Joe Sonias paints, which are more acrylic based, so they're actually thicker. In doing so, some of those finer details do get a little obscured at times, but honestly, these paints are great. So now I'm all ready to start painting. She has been primed and ready to go, so there's my painting palette. I use a cork as well, so I don't have to hold the miniature, so I don't accidentally rub off some of the paint with my fingers, but I still do sometimes because I accidentally touch her. As you can see, I also do have a little bit of Games Workshop colors. I do like the silver and the leads that they do, but most of the time I'll be using the other paints. So this is her half way done. She's got her base coats on. A base coat is practically just the undercoat, the darker colors that I'll be using to put highlights on top of later. So far I've done the silver and the gold. Also, you can notice that her cape shines through behind her arms. I also do that in this step because trying to do it later is super duper hard. Also in this step, I usually don't paint too nicely. I kind of just go everywhere and paint wherever because I usually fix it up in the next step, which is the highlights and touch-ups. Also, something else about miniatures is that eyes can be a doozy to paint. I really hate eyes, and so many models that I have done have derpy faces because eyes are really hard because they're really small. Thankfully, her eyes are black like in the picture, so that was super easy to paint. So as you can see, that is her. She's fully done. There's a few little touch-ups that I did after this photo, and she hasn't been finished with a matte finisher yet, which is just a spray to seal in all the paint. But yeah, she's pretty much done. And so I just wanted you to see a comparison between her and her picture. So here's some professional pictures that I took of her from the front and back. This is fully completed, all the touch-ups done, and the finisher put on top. As you can see on the back as well, I tried to do a little bit of shading with her cloak, and I'm not very good at shading. That is something that I still need to practice. And just to show off, I just wanted to show you guys my favorite miniature that I painted as well. This is the Brute from the same game. It was used to represent the Super Badnik brothers in one of my videos once. He is just so well done. I love the model and I love my paint job of him, honestly. The skin came out really well, the cloak came out really well, the shield came out really well. Everything just looked really good, and I was so happy with it. So here's the final shot of all the starting classes in Gloomhaven. As you can see, some of the miniatures look better than others. If you zoom in on the purple one, you can tell that I didn't do a very good job painting her face. Other than that, I think most of them came out pretty well, and yeah. Wow, didn't that look amazing? Especially the shot right at the end where I have all of the other painted minis from that same series. Tell me what you guys thought about this as well. I might do more episodes on this, or it's just a one-off. I just wanted to show other people like what I get up to in my spare time. And yeah, don't forget to tell me about your painting projects and stuff like that. I'm really eager. I really love seeing all the different kinds of people's painting jobs, especially if people have the same miniature and they paint it in a whole different way. It's really cool, really interesting. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!